Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and today we're looking at the recent chapter of Bleach, chapter 664, The Gift. So a relatively simple chapter, and I was in two minds about how we were going to review this one. Because it was so simple, there wasn't really 5 points I could touch on. There was just some interesting bits, and there was not some interesting bits, I guess. So without further ado, let's get into the review. So the chapter itself, a relatively simple chapter, like I mentioned just a bit ago. I think the best way I can think of it is there was conversations, there was banter, and there was a crazy ending. So let's start with the conversation. So, as always, asking Naklava is blah 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 blah, and nothing really interesting comes out of it. So all we hear is basically it would take 1 second to get attacked by those 48 types of Rishi, and without too much of an issue, he would basically adjust it in his current full standing form, which is interesting to bear in mind. So basically, if he was in full standing form, you couldn't use the technique that that was used by Yoruichi not too long ago. So what this means is some other way has to be found to basically do him over. Now, what was good about this chapter, I guess, for me, was the kind of attacks that he was doing. So he's been creating poison balls and kind of high potency poison type techniques that are so high that it's like an allergic reaction practically, and your body shuts down. A type of poisoning of some kind. The one thing he did was crazy. He was create a big giant poison ball, kind of a location, an orb, so to speak, that covered the area and kept everybody in it. So that was kind of cool. Now what also was a bit sickening to me was the gift ring technique. This could be different in translations, but the gift ring. So he throws a gift ring and it disappears, and it goes into Kisuke Urahara's eye, and I'm like, ooh. I was thinking of Hostel / doing a play game. Saw, and it didn't sit with me. But he explained the point. He goes, look, I can't let you get away with this. I have to do short kill techniques with you because you're that dangerous to me. So that was an interesting point. I leave a little bit at the end for the end. But another interesting point for me was the conversation about his motivations, I guess. And he basically says he's not really the loyal type. He's more intrigued by what you back can do with the idea of destroying all and building anew. And he goes, it would take me ages to find someone quite like him, so I decided to follow him, I guess. And then he does the gift ring technique, and then we see the final panel. Now the final setup for the panel was something to behold. I'm going to read this off from the actual chapter. It says, Guanyin Biraki Benehime Atarami. That's not a name of just a technique. That is Kisuke Urahara's BANKAI. So finally, we get a BANKAI. And this arc's going to be full of them, to be fair. Everyone's BANKAI is going to get revealed if they haven't been revealed. It's the same question that you could ask when Captain Yamamoto did it originally against those copy brothers that are meant to be Yubaba and whatnot, right? And the question really was, why did you not do this before? Why did you not do it against Aizen? There'll probably be an explanation. If they don't explain it, it's going to be a plot hole, I guess, but we'll have to wait and see to find out what's going on. We can only find out in the next chapters. I'm raring to see what kind of technique he's got, because Kisuke Urahara is a legendary genius when it comes to his trickery. So he should have an OP BANKAI. He needs to, because the guy he's fighting has got an OP technique there. So it's like literally like he says himself, he's the furthest away from dying. So that was pretty much the review. Like I said, it's pretty simple now. I do want to go into the 5-point review, the structure I've been using for a lot of my reviews recently. So I thought I'd go back to a discussion. Let me know what you're thinking about the structure. Do you prefer the 5-point review? Do you prefer this type of structure, and let me know in the comment section below if there's something you enjoyed or a point that I made that you liked. Give me a thumbs up. If there's something that you didn't like and it wasn't something that you would want to see in the future, give me a thumbs down, but let me know in the section below. And as always, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. I give you regular reviews, not just on Bleach, One Piece, Fairy Tail, Black Clover, My Hero Academia. Now I'm even doing World Trigger. I'm expanding my horizons all the time, trying to include as many manga for you on my review channel. So please subscribe, you will see more from me, and thank you for showing your support. But for now, peace.